Now, Iran says it doesn't want to escalate tensions in the Middle East, but believes it needs to punish Israel to prevent further instability in the region. It comes amid fears that a major escalation is imminent. That follows last week's killings of the Hamas political chief in Tehran and a senior commander of the Lebanese group Hezbollah, which has vowed to avenge the killings. A growing number of countries, including the US and Saudi Arabia, have urged their citizens to leave Lebanon as soon as possible. While in Gaza, the Hamas-run health ministry says the death toll from the war has now reached 39,623 people. It comes after an Israeli airstrike hit 2 schools in Gaza City, housing displaced people. The Israeli military said it struck Hamas in what they called control rooms in the school buildings. Our Middle East correspondent Yolande Knell has more.
Yeah, I mean, a lot is going on diplomatically with these different overtures towards Iran, particularly through Arab countries in the region, to try to urge restraint. But as you say, it's really seen as such a humiliation what happened in Tehran last week with the assassination of the Hamas leader, Ismail Haniyeh. You know, Iran, of course, backs different armed groups around this region. They include Hamas, they include Hezbollah as well. And now there is this raised expectation of an attack on Israel, a major attack by Iran that could involve its proxies as well. What we've seen in the past day is a continuation across the Israel-Lebanon border of these exchanges of fire between the Israeli military and Hezbollah, but really the expectation is of something much greater that is imminent. And you've got the Pentagon that has moved some of its major military assets to the region. It's treating this not just as a way of showing its ironclad support for Israel, but as we were hearing there, a way of also protecting its own interests, its own forces around the region, which could be potential targets as well. I mean, Israel is staying defiant. We've had this meeting that lasted about 4 hours, discussing different possibilities for a response to an attack from Iran, the different scenarios that may come about. We heard from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a couple of times yesterday, basically that Israel was ready for any kind of scenario. We believe that the US, according to reports, is approaching the different countries that were involved in that coalition that helped Israel to thwart a direct attack from Iran back in April. That included the UK, it included France and Jordan as well, to see if they will be involved in repelling another attack, a similar attack, if that were to happen. But really, this remains an extremely difficult time. Analysts warning that, you know, this is the moment of greatest peril in years in the Middle East.